Oh, man. Keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I understand because people go up there and try to paint them off.
Yes, I was upset because they kept putting a top on her. And so I had the artist make her breasts bigger.
All right. Well, tick for tack.
They stopped.
And then, so basically, nobody's really bothered you about this until recently.
That's right.
Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong on any of these facts. You have this Pastor Rob Kurtz, Kurz.
Yes.
From this Baptist church, and I don't know the name of the Baptist church. If somebody wants to call in, that's perfectly fine. And he's got a problem with the breasts on the side of your building.
In the front of my building,
Sorry,
yes.
on the front of the building. And so what he's done is he's taken, and I've seen the flyer. I've actually held it in my hands. I just was dumb enough to forget to bring it, so I can't quote off from it. But he has this flyer that has a picture of the pornography that he's calling it on your building.
That's right.
And he's distributing this flyer to get enough signatures to have you take it off.
That's right.
Right? You following this?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Now, okay. So now I got some specific questions for you because, first of all, when we chatted a week ago, I let you know, first of all, I do believe it's pornography. Billy,
Hey.
if I'll push the button. I believe it's pornography. I don't want to live in Vegas where you walk down the street and if anybody's been to Vegas, they literally throw pornography, full on pornography in your hands walking down the street, and you can pick it up anywhere. I don't want that in my town. I appreciate the nudity. I appreciate the artistry of it, but I don't think it should be on the side of the building. Now, a couple years ago, I thought about calling the city and saying, "Hey, you need to get this person to sandblast this off." I mean, it's come on. I don't want to explain it to my kids. I don't want to explain it to and you're a family man, right, Ken?
I have a son.
All right. So do you want to drive down Central and have him look up and go, "Daddy, what are those?" Or "Daddy, mommies are, what?"
He would know what they were?
No, he would definitely know what they were. But,
of course he does. Kids know what breasts are.
Right. But that's not up to you to show it. Now, here's my thing. Now, you know where I'm going with this because we've had this conversation.
Okay.
I don't agree with it, and I think you should take it off. But if I have a problem with it, I was going to call the city, but I thought, you know what? Better to be a good Christian and come to you personally and say, "Hey, let's have a conversation."
Sure.
So this is the problem I have with the pastor, and Billy, you're going to like this because, you don't like God. But that's okay.
I never said that.
Here's the problem I have with Rob. Pastor Rob, who I did call before we went on the air, and all four of us were sitting here while I called him and gave him the opportunity to come on this show and to give his side of the story. As a born-again believer, as an ordained clergyman, and as just a plain old Christian, there are rules, Pastor Rob, that you must follow when you have a problem with someone. If they've sinned against you, what is the rules? The rules are you are to go to that person one-on-one and have a conversation with that person one-on-one. There are reasons for that, Rob. If you're a pastor, you know those reasons. And if that person is a believer, a non-believer, if they can juggle monkeys and, have the okey doke with donkeys, whatever they want to do. But believer to believer, if that believer doesn't listen to you and you can show them scripturally where they are in sin or they are in error and they don't listen to you, what do, Pastor Rob? You take 2 or 3 more to establish every word that's said. That way there's no he said, she said. And at that point, that person still is living in sin or doing a sinful thing, and they're a believer, you are to take them where, Rob? Before their pastor, before their church, and have it out in church. And then the 4th step is if they don't listen then, you kick them out, and then, let Satan deal with them. This is the problem I have, Nipple Lady, is I don't like your thing on your building. And you know this.
Yes.
I like you. You're a great person. And I don't mind what you do for a living. But the thing is that this guy was in sin, and this Pastor Rob owes you an apology. He needs to come to you, and I will say this on his behalf, he needs to come to you personally. In fact, he should do it publicly because he's doing this whole thing publicly and seek your forgiveness, ma'am.
Well, this is not a religious issue. This is
It is to Rob.
It is to him, but it's an equal rights issue for me.
What I'm saying is I can speak from Rob's point of view, being a born-again Christian.
Okay.
And I'm saying that this man has sinned against you. And if he is the Christian he said he is, and that he's supposed to be, he needs to come to you one-on-one and have a dialogue with you. And then there you go. And the other thing is too, is that this guy is putting the pornography, and again, I believe it is. He's putting the pornography on these flyers and distributing them out to people. So he's actually distributing pornography. Let's take a call.
Hold on. You say it's pornography, right?
I think.
And Pastor Rob says it's pornography, right?
Yep.
So if you're taking pornography and you're putting on a flyer and you're passing it out, that is distributing pornography.
That's what I just said. As I'm saying, this guy is not doing it biblically. I don't know what his deal is. And Pastor Rob, if you have the huevos to call up and defend this, I'd be more than happy to go with you tick for tack, because I understand where you're coming from. But sir, you are in sin, sir. You have sinned against this lady, and you need to seek her forgiveness. Let's take a call. Hey, Pete, you're on the Scott Connor Show. Is it going to be the Runaway Bride, or is it going to be the Nipple Lady?
Well, it's going to be both.
Okay, buddy, hit me with it.
Okay, tit for tat. Okay. I like the bigger breasts because it's a sure sign of inflation. And as far as the lady running away from the wedding, speaking as someone who's been married 3 times, sometimes that's a good idea.
This guy's looking for a gift certificate, I can tell. Let's do that. Oh, I like this song. Everybody, can you sing with me? Heard it from the friend.
This is the Scott Connor Show.
They say you got a boyfriend. You're out late every weekend. They're talking about you and it's bringing me down.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper.
Attention! The San Antonio Express is now boarding through door A. The San Antonio Express is now boarding through door A. All military personnel report to your units.
Every week you do that. It's the stinger system's getting you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you not feeling well today, my friend?
I'm all right.
You seem a little melancholy.
My back hurts.
Does it really?
Yeah.
All right.
He needs a massage.
Because well. Hey, you're on the a slow start from a commercial. Hey, you're on the Scott Connor Show. There we go. Hey, you're on the Scott Connor Show. Yeah. 770 KKOB. Look, I got 3 lines open. 243-3333. 1-800-460-0770. And if you're on Verizon only, pound 770. We'll get you into the show. I'm sure you're not doing anything, so just pick up the phone and call, because I'd like to see what you have to say. Is this censorship? Let's talk about this. The topics for today are the Nipple Lady sitting across from me. God, you look great.
Thank you.
This black thing working on. You got the tattoo? Yeah. And I've got the Larry One-Liner Hayek staring at the Nipple Lady, and then I got Ken, the conservative, the anti-liberal, sitting in the seat, sitting in the wild card seat here, and he's got this website we're going to talk about later. But during the break, we were talking also about censorship. So, Nipple Lady, do you think this is censorship? And how far does this go? Should we? What Ken, you're saying, like put little boys on the table?
Yeah, I mean, nudity is one thing, and freedom of speech is one thing. But when you start, it's a slippery slope, and I can see that there are some people out there that are wackos that think that freedom of speech extends to old men being able to have sex with 12-year-old little boys and all that stuff being.
There are what? No, that's on your website. What was it? NAMBLA?
Yeah, NAMBLA, the National Association of Men Boy Lovers, or something like that.
I got to pull up the website.
One of their members was in the news here in Albuquerque a couple of months ago.
A NAMBLA member?
Yeah, he was part of a group that was going down to Mexico or something like that for a group of people that
Free Love Boy Day.
Yeah, they were going to have sex with little boys in Mexico or something like that. So I mean, it's
No, see what the Nipple Lady. I think what they're doing is Ken's equating your thing.
You're connecting
to that thing.
A woman that top free is a man top free. Is he naked? Is he nude? If he's
walking into Rob's church here, probably so.
No, he's just hanging out outside. Is he nude?
Well, I understand. We've got social standards, and right now in society, it's okay for a man to show his breast, but it's not okay for a woman to show